But they're really going for an attic tower clear here. Looks like they might want to go for that B window. You see Wag already getting prepared to try and help breach over there. So I gotta imagine Zig might consider rotating up back to bedroom through those kitchen stairs.
What is up, my coconut bras, and welcome back. And in this video, we are doing the badass match that happened between BRK and Black Dragons just earlier today. Now, I was really expecting this match to be a lot closer than it was. Both teams are so badass, but regardless of how short or long the match was, we got some really sick tips that we're going to be doing here today. So the first one is going to be a mirror counter, and even if they're not using a mirror in between the two bomb sites up here on the dorms, you can actually get a Hibana charge all the way from the tower over here. And now what this is going to do is generally most of the time the mirror will be on the middle wall, so you'll be able to get the mirror off and everybody from the other side will be able to see through. It's not going to be one way anymore. A lot of times the mirror is going to be posted up here, and this is going to allow for easier access to jump on inside and get the plant down.
5 seconds. Zig's going to be above. Diffuser's going to be in the hands of Wag. Nesk holding from below, looking for the shots as to the first person going to move in forward, which is going to be Wag. He's going to try to go for the plant. C4 tossed on over, and that will down him with 10 seconds left to go. BZD picks off Nesk. Zig's going to grab the frag there to Psycho. He's the last man standing in a 1-on-4. Who is going to try to challenge this, and he goes down as well. Zig going to come on over, go for a shot. He's going to get that one as well. No more time. The defender's going to win this one. Look at that. Black Dragons just doing work and unfortunately not able to do what actually mattered and get that diffuser planted. BRK walks away with that tremendous victory.
I don't think I've ever seen a clutch where someone just leaves 3 injured players down. Like, I don't need to finish any of you. I'm going to disable your whole team and watch you just crawl around to a loss.
Alright, now what we have next can be used whether you are defending by the tower stage or not. This is going to be a really sick rotation for defenders to use regardless of where you are at. Now what we saw here was BRK holding up with the last player up here. He is able to get it down along with the down that they already had, and he knew that there was a plant going on, and so he jumped out of the window and started the pre-fire on the door, got another down on there, and from being out here, he was able to delay the time long enough where it turned into a 1v1. Even though there were so many downs all happening at the same time, it delayed the timer long enough so that they were able to pull off the clutch. Now what's really cool about this spot, now even if the attacker was to go all the way around, he is actually protected from this wall and the wall on the right. He would be able to hear it coming and get the pre-fire on regardless of where he is coming from.
Which was a sledge who tried to challenge him. He got the kill, I think, on Hibana or whoever came in through the attic. He then jumped on down through, and ultimately it was very good situational and map awareness that Zig showed there.
And you saw the speed. He's like, I don't even need to finish these kills. I know what I need to do. He just was focused.
He wasn't
on what
distracted.
He was doing. No, he was doing the wall bangs even through the door, right where he knew the diffuser was going to be. And I thought that was brilliant, like, because he had no time left. He just had to wall bang it and hope that was it. It was a long shot, but it definitely showed knowledge and skill there, and as well as calm. And I think Zig is a great player for that. This long angle here, though, onto dorms. This is definitely going to be interesting.
I don't think I've seen this angle before here on Oregon. This is all the way back in Junkyard spawn, looking over the connector roof into the A window.
Alright you guys, so this next line of sight is truly one of my favorite new ones that I have never seen before. From the Junkyard spawn, you're going to climb on top of the car and run and vault on top of this refrigerator. And when you vault on top of the broken refrigerator, you're going to need to back up a little bit. If you don't back up a little bit right when you vault up, you're going to end up slipping and falling off the other side. So vault up and back up a little bit. And from this line of sight, you can create an insane angle looking all the way down the hall, and you're about to see even bullet shots going through the doorway towards this back wall. Really truly insane angle. And imagine if you're a defender and you're using this rotation and you get picked off from around here somewhere and you look out there, you're like, dude, that is insane. I have no idea where that is coming from. Even if you have an ACOG and you're just anchoring in sight, this is an insanely difficult angle. Like, I don't even know what else to say. You guys will see exactly what this looks like. Let me know what you guys think about this one before. If you guys have seen it before, I would be truly amazed if anybody has.
To be able to get out of that or get a kill at least. So we'll see if Yuke's able to do that or not.
Now here it is.
Oh.
PGD's got his drone in position.
So close.
He was waiting for the mirror to stick down the window, but that is a fabulous tactic by one to hold off into the very end, because you don't need that mirror window open. You know the push isn't coming down. You'll know when it happens, so the drop hatch will get opened and so on and so forth.
By him, he's definitely sitting in a situation now where he can start to put it in there. He goes, putting it up. Very close, though, to getting shot from the side. Those little elbows may be sticking out.
All right, so this next one's going to be just a very quick mirror trick. And not really a trick, but more so a tip that you guys can be doing. So what we saw here was the Miro was really smart in order to not lay the mirror down yet. They were able to take out the Twitch drone, and then once the hatch blew, that is when the cue came up. Okay, now it's safe for me to place my mirror. Now I'm not going to have to worry so much about the Twitch drone and it getting taken out during prep phase. So always keep that in mind when you're using Mira from now on. Just keep in mind, do I really need to place the Mira during prep phase, or is that something I can wait on?
Inside a freezer, trying to toss a Candela in, blind him enough for players to drop either in through or repel into piano.
And that's what I was saying about that skylight. It's perfect, especially for the freezer, because it's such a tight spot. If you try and run out of it to not get blinded, you're going to get shot unless you drop the hatch. And so that we may see him do that, drop that hatch and give up that spot.
All right, now moving on over to Cafe. You guys have seen this spot so many times, and no, I am not covering this spot again. What we're going to be doing is countering this, and now it is so common for defenders to be down here on the red carpet. You guys saw it, even in last season, we saw double kills coming out and just multiple kills coming out from the same time. So basically, when you enter the cigar shop, it's basically a death trap when there's a defender down here. If you have not taken him out yet, so what we're going to be doing is a lot of times it's very common for attackers to be attacking from the cigar lounge. Now we're going to come into the cigar shop and vault up onto this desk and basically walk forward and pre-fire the hole. Now of course this should be droned out, and you guys should know if somebody is down there or not. If you're not able to take him out in other methods, this is going to be a very good way on how you can do it. Get up on top of the desk, start the pre-fire, because of course walking past here, having to check all these other angles, it's going to be a complete death trap if you do not take him out.
Although things have slowed down. It was very fast for a couple minutes there, and then just boom, now back to slow down while they're, as you said, trying to figure out where everyone's left so that Psycho could be in a good position.
Oh, what a shot. Now, the issue with that is Yuke had been droned out by Psycho. Yeah. Psycho should have called out. He's on top of this desk. He has this angle. But unfortunately, though, they didn't.
That's why communication is such an important part of this game, because it just completely will potentially cost them this round with only a minute left here and not a lot of pressure coming on, only 3 people left.
Coming up next, we got a really nice line of sight that we saw. Now this can be kind of turned into even a pixel peek. Now what we're going to be doing is vaulting up onto this counter, and a lot of times people are going to be taking this wall. I believe this is the east wall of the cocktail lounge, and now a lot of times people will rappel up here, get a lot of grenades in, just basically clear it from both sides if they're not attacking from the cocktail lounge. So this is basically a defense from the previous tip that we had, and you guys can see, you guys can make a crazy thin line of sight. You guys see the bullet holes right there on the ground. If you're an attacker, and whether you're rappelling or on the ground right here, that is going to be a very difficult angle to contest, and one at that is going to be very dangerous.
I don't see anyone downstairs in reading room. I would like to see Buck go into reading room, open up some of the floor, maybe the drop hatch inside a freezer, toss in a nade, get rid of the mirror or whoever inside of that freezer.
All right, now for our third trick, coming from Cafe, we're going to be putting a little twist on this mirror window right here. Now, you guys know the drill right here from the train museum, looking into the walls on the stairs. But what we're going to be doing is making a 2-floor mirror one-way line of sight. That was like the longest freaking trick sentence in the world. But look at this right here. Now, when attackers come in, a lot of times they're going to, well, if they're a good team, they're going to need to clear the top floor first, obviously for roamers, for multiple different reasons. Now, one of the very common ways on how to get up here is to rappel in through the window and hold up behind the desk. This is going to completely put a twist on the mirror. This is going to be a really badass tactic, and I cannot wait to go look for other 2-way mirror spots don't want to give it away, but that is one of our next videos. I love you guys, though. I hope you guys all have an awesome weekend. Of course, going to leave the final moments of the game here. See you guys all very soon in the next video. Peace.
But he's just going to get cocky with it and pay the price.
And there it is. Kamikaze swings on in, grabs the kill on a Yuke, gets another headshot on the bullet. Wonderful job and wonderful start here for Black Dragons. Now Zig is going to get droned on out. A couple shots going to go in towards the drone hole. Spot his feet. Not going to do any damage just yet, but he is going to be cornered. He will not get out of this alive unless a miracle happens and some flicks go around. There go the Candelas. Looks as though Zig gets blind. C4 goes out. PZD goes down. In a 4-on-3 right now. He's going to grab another one. Zig now grabbing 2 kills, trying to even out man count. 3-3. He is holding this down. He is making this miracle happen. Now Psycho going to toss out a smoke grenade. They're going to go a little bit more cautiously. You know that Psycho is going to be able to see through this. He's going to shoot right through here. Couple pop shots. Zig will not see through on there. And Psycho will finally manage to get him down. 40 seconds left to go on the board and a 3-on-2 to do it in. That happened up top. They have neglected Nesk. He's going to be around on the top floor of bathroom. And it looks as though he might be able to come around. He grabs one. The other 2 have dropped on through the hatch. They know he's above. Now they're going to split off. One's going to fireplace. There's going to be... Nesk grabs the kill on a Psycho. With 7 seconds left, it's going to be a 1-on-1. Nesk's going to move on down. He'll let that plant go down. That gives him 45 seconds to recuperate.
They are definitely playing mind games now.
Now Wag, he planted inside of A, but he's moved over to B. There's going to be one Elamine. He gave him away. Nesk now knows he's going to look on over, go for a shot here. He's looking for the pre-fire. And he just misses it. Now there's about 20 seconds left to go, and he misses it. And Wag